Hi everyone. My job is to wrap up the morning of Cyber Talks, and we had several talks today about what we are doing, what's the architecture, what right strategies do we need to take. We talked about ransomware. We heard customers talking about their own challenges and what they need to do. And my job is to wrap up, I want to talk a bit more about Infinity. And I also want to share with you what does it mean, what products are we going to talk about the next 2 days, what new announcements we want to provide and introduce that are all part of this Infinity architecture that we are talking about and we presented this morning. So maybe as a starting point, I would like to start with how Gil mentioned the right approach to strategy. And we use this analogy of a street lamp, and we need to build an architecture which everything is consolidated, and we need to widen the beam of what we're looking at, how we are looking at security so that we can fight with all the different threats that are out there, and we can look at them all together and look at them, and we can have the ability to block all the different threats. And one of the ways that we also illustrated what does it mean and how should we challenge and how should we build this right consolidated architecture was looking at our ability to follow the business needs and how we can build security that will follow the needs of every business right today. And we spoke about 3 main elements. We spoke about the ability to secure any environment that we're in, and we need to build security that is not only looking at our networks or our headquarters, but also our branches, looking at what we're doing in the cloud, looking at what we're doing in the mobile. We need to be efficient, and Amnon was speaking about efficiency, and how can we build a solution that is going with the business. The management will help us build the most accurate, the most granular security, and not something that will be a nuisance. And last but not least, we talked about this fundamental element which is very important for us, and that is to be able to block the damage before it happens. Because the cost of protecting and preventing the attacks before they happen are significantly lower than when we need to mitigate attacks that are inside organizations already. So how are we realizing that in Check Point? We are realizing that with Check Point Infinity. Check Point Infinity is the new architecture that we believe will take us to the future of cybersecurity, will take us to the places that we need to be and the security and IT operations need to be in order to protect the IT networks of today and tomorrow. Check Point Infinity is all about a consolidated system that is focused on prevention, focused on providing the most advanced threat prevention across our entire networks, across any network that we have inside our organizations, what we are doing in the cloud, and what we are doing in the mobile. And we also spoke about the 3, I would like to say, main values of what Check Point Infinity is all about. Well, the first one was and is that we're providing one security platform. It's not a combination of different products that by chance they were all meeting each other, but it's one single platform where all of the different components within this platform are sharing intelligence. They're using the same interfaces. They're working with the same platforms in order to provide one single consistent set of security. Second element is our ability to provide and to focus on what we think is the most important part of security these days, and that is prevention and trying to prevent and block the damage before they happen. So it's all about building the right innovative technologies in order to do that. And the third element is all about efficiency and how can we provide one consolidated system with modular security, everything in one single pane of glass so that we can see and we can manage the policies in the most accurate way. And all of that is coming in one architecture across the entire networks, the different networks we have, cloud and mobile. Maybe to illustrate what Infinity is all about, I would like to share with you this video clip.
The future is here. Today, digitization has transformed the way we live and work. Everything is interconnected. More data is generated, stored, and shared than ever before. This transformation ushers in new business opportunities and infinite possibilities. It also demands protection from the growing specter of sophisticated cyber threats. Now every vector is a potential target. Our networks, the cloud, and mobile, we can no longer afford to be exposed. Introducing Check Point Infinity, the cybersecurity architecture of the future. Infinity is the first consolidated security architecture to provide preemptive threat prevention across corporate networks, cloud, and mobile devices. This future state architecture employs unified threat intelligence, open interfaces, and consolidated management to preemptively block even the most sophisticated attacks. All managed on a single pane of glass. See for yourself what the future has wrought. Checkpoint Infinity. Welcome to the future of cybersecurity.
So Checkpoint Infinity is about an architecture with many products that you know very well and you very much like, and we've been providing for a long time. But beyond that, it's the architecture and a set of products and features that are ready for the future, and the future of cybersecurity. So it goes very well with our ability, and we have the proud ability to actually introduce many new products and features. And this is what we're going to do in the next 2 days. And again, it's my privilege to provide and share with you some of these new products and features that we're going to actually talk about, again, in the sessions, in the expos, in the next 2 days. So I'm going to talk about the different products and features, and I would like to go this journey with you, and I would like to talk about it from 4 different elements. I would like to talk about what we're doing from a consolidation management perspective, what are we doing in the cloud, mobile, and last but not least, threat prevention. So let's start our journey with our consolidated systems and environments. And the most important element there is the foundation, the software that is the embedded element of everything that we're doing on our gateways, on our management. And we introduced the first generation of that last year with R80. And today I'm very, very proud to provide and share with you the availability of R80.10. R80.10 since this morning is available on our download center, so each one of you can download it and use it and enjoy the vast capabilities that it includes. R80.10 and R80 and R80.10 are the foundation for the future of cybersecurity, which talks about consolidation of networks, cloud, mobile, with 3 main elements. It's about a next-generation policy management that follows many of your requirements over the years and enables you to build the right policy that you need today and tomorrow. It's about providing a system that is automated, connected to the outside world that every IT organization is using and needs today. And last but not least, it's about integrated threat management. We need consistency of what's happening in our threat situation. We need to be able to monitor the different vectors of attack and see them in one pane of glass, and that's what R80.10 provides. R80.10 in the many sessions you'll hear provides many new features and capabilities. And I won't go over them. I'm just sharing you here some of the new capabilities and features that we're introducing. And you can see here there are many, many capabilities that we're providing and much more within R80 and now R80.10. And we're very proud both on the security gateway side and the security management side. There's one additional capability that I would like to share with you related to R80.10, and that is how, from a performance perspective, what we can provide you in your ability to run and provide the highest level of protections today related to threat prevention. And to illustrate what I'm talking about, in R77.30, our previous version, these were the levels of for performance that you could run if you want to run full threat prevention or full next-generation threat prevention. And you can see here the results. These are real-world production levels of performance, meaning it's not synthetic performance, it's real-world production levels of performance that you can actually operate within. And with R80.10, we are very proud to provide you, just by upgrading your software to R80.10, a significant boost by almost 40% across the line. And you can see some of the examples here of what we are providing now. Just by upgrading to R80.10, you'll benefit and you can actually extract more performance from the same platforms that you have. If I'm talking about performance, I would like to talk about one other thing that we're introducing and we'll share with you and you can show you in the expo today. And that is we would like to introduce you with the world's fastest threat prevention platform. And what we're talking about is providing the high-end platforms today. And what we're doing, we're extending our capability to provide the highest and most fastest threat prevention performance today, together with 2 new platforms, the 64,000 and the 44,000 platforms. These platforms are scalable systems with chassis and modular systems that you can plug in as your requirements grow, as your performance are growing and your performance needs are growing. And it's all about providing a scalable system with quite sophisticated network interfacing capabilities that are meeting the needs of high-end platform, high-end systems, high-end environments and data centers today. And when I talked about the fastest threat prevention, let me illustrate what this means. So if I compare myself to some of my competitions without mentioning names, you can see what the reality is all about. I'm talking about reality versus fake information. This is the real world production, meaning what's happening when you're running real traffic with real policies and logging, and this is what you're able to gain with Check Point versus a competition. Significant stronger performance, significant stronger platforms that Check Point can provide. And when we're introducing these platforms, we are very proud also to provide the full lineup of our entire system. So we started this refresh early last year, and you can see now from the smallest branches to the high-end platforms, we are providing very, very strong platforms today. We are providing platforms that are focused on providing the most advanced threat prevention with the highest performance you can get. I would like to move to the next topic. The next topic is about cloud security. And we all know, and we spoke about it earlier this morning also, that we are accommodating more and more. Amnon mentioned about 80% of our customers are moving to the cloud one way or the other, to private cloud, public cloud. With that said, we also are aware of the risks and the challenges of doing that. And many of our security, the admins or security officers are concerned with this shift to the cloud. And it's our responsibility to help them with that. You can see one of the surveys here showing the exposure when moving to the cloud. So we are shifting. It's a good thing. Still, we are concerned. And with this concern, Check Point has built multiple technologies, and we're going to talk about them in the next 2 days, in order to provide the most advanced cloud security, or the most advanced security that will enable you to use the cloud as you need and as you want. The first part of I would like to talk about is what we're doing in the public cloud. And as you know, we are providing a very rich and broad protection today for the cloud providers. So any cloud provider that is out there, we have security, and we're using VSEC, our product, in order to provide, and we are adapting VSEC to the different vendors, the different cloud providers, from Amazon, Cisco, Microsoft Azure, OpenStack, Nuage, NSX, anyone. About 4 weeks ago, we introduced another member. And again, it illustrates or provides or demonstrates the broadest coverage that we are providing today to the cloud providers, and we're talking about the Google Cloud Platform. The Google Cloud Platform is our newest member that we're actually sharing the VSEC technology. We're working in strong partnership with Google, so that right now, any of you that wants to use the Google Cloud Platform can use it. They can use it safely with the same technologies of VSEC that they've been using in any other cloud or on-premise. The second thing I would like to mention related to the cloud is what we're doing related to how are we managing and how are we working from a security management perspective together with the cloud. And one of the strongest and important capabilities is our ability to auto-scale, meaning our ability to look and see the dynamic environment of the cloud and to be adaptive and build the right security policies both up and down, meaning I'm increasing my capacity in the cloud or decreasing in my capacity in the cloud, and I'm adapting dynamically to this environment, and I'm building the right security accordingly. Until now, we had this auto-scaling capability for the public cloud, for VMware, and today, as part of R80.10, we also have this ability with Microsoft Azure, meaning all of our customers that are using Microsoft Azure's cloud environment will also benefit from this integration between our security management with R80.10 and Microsoft Azure to provide auto-scale and to have our systems adaptive automatically to the scale and the dynamic environments in the cloud. And talking about adaptive dynamic environments, another important thing that we are sharing today is we are taking one step further in our ability to have a tight integration between our security management systems and the cloud providers, specifically in the public cloud. And you can see here we're providing a tight integration as part of R80.10, which includes stronger integration between the systems, a single-click provisioning, centralized orchestration, and last but not least, dynamic policies that are based on what's happening and how the environment is running. And you hear a lot more of these details and a lot more of the technologies in the different sessions that you'll have today and tomorrow. Let's talk about mobile, the third element there. Well, mobile, we all are using mobile. Every one of our customers is using mobile, are using mobile as part of their IT environment. We are sharing, we are connecting, we are reading emails. It's part of our corporate day-to-day life. And with that, this is just one of the surveys, but we have identified for quite a long time, and I think also Gil mentioned it this morning, that it's one of the weakest links in our environments, simply because we're not, many cases, even if there are technologies in place, we're not taking the right measures. This information that you see here is based on other surveys that we just recently published, showing how vulnerable we are right now in the cloud, and how vulnerable and the protections that we are not taking that we should be taking in the cloud. So for that, we have a set of technologies, and as part of the CPX event, we would like to share with you some of the changes that we're doing in the mobile security space. The first change that we're doing is we've decided to include and add our mobile threat prevention technology, which is very significant, very strong in protecting and preventing attacks, into the SandBlast family. SandBlast is all about advanced threat prevention, and it's been a strong family with a set of many set of technologies that we've been using for the past many months, for the past 2-3 years. And the main aspect here is that we are including now also mobile threat prevention into this family, which means that if until now SandBlast was all about network, agent, SandBlast Cloud, that by the way is available now, so you can actually use SandBlast Cloud for Office 365, it's available. And we also had the ability to connect to other third-party systems. Well, right now, we're also adding the fifth member, SandBlast Mobile. And it's not just adding it as an artificial element there, but what's happening right now is our SandBlast Mobile agent, the new agent that we have on our devices to protect against advanced threats on the mobile devices, is sharing the same information. You remember Infinity, one system, one platform, they're all sharing the same information. So all the same intelligence. So right now, if you also recall Gil's example from this morning, we are sharing the same indicators, the shared same intelligence right now, both with our networks and also with our mobile devices. But more than that, we're also sharing one other thing, and it's sharing threat management. So whenever there's an attack, whenever there's some threats, whenever there's some events happening, it will all be saying, we can see the same thing, we can see the same information within the same pane of glass through our smart events. So we are sharing within the SandBlast family both intelligence, threat intelligence, and threat management. Two other things I would like to mention related to mobile. The first thing is that we are introducing a new capability, which we think is very, very significant, very, very important in relation to how we are protecting our customers while they're using their mobile devices. And this is a protection against SMS phishing, or in short, smishing. And the capability here is to protect against SMS text messages that you get and receive that potentially could include links, malicious links. And we have the ability now as part of our product that you can download and you can use to block these attacks, block these text messages that include malicious links, and we can prevent these attacks. This is a significant new threat vector that we've seen. We realize that it's happening, and we're producing a strong prevention or strong technology that will prevent this type of SMS phishing or smishing attack. The last thing on mobile that I would like to present and discuss is related to mobile integration. It's a significant part of what we need to do, and that is our ability to integrate our systems with third-party mobile device management systems. And until now, this was our integration levels. We're integrating with AirWatch, IBM, Mobile Iron, and again, the ability is to integrate, so once we find an attack, we can automatically connect with the mobile device management and quarantine the mobile device or do whatever you want to do so that we also know that a specific mobile device has been infected or is under an attack. And as part of this CPX, we would like to also introduce that we've extended this membership or this collaboration with other vendors, and we are now extending this collaboration with BlackBerry, with their good technologies. We're introducing our integration also with Microsoft, with Intune, which is their mobile device management, and last but not least, Citrix Zen Mobile, which means that we are providing today the widest set of integrations between our product, the mobile or SandBlast mobile threat prevention technology with the different MDMs that are out there. Finally, let's talk about threat prevention. We spoke quite a lot about ransomware today, so I won't talk to you about how significant and how important this is, because I hope that by now we all know. And again, just to mention, the key technology that is related to anti-ransomware is an anti-ransomware product that we're very proud of, because we know that not only that it has advanced technologies that can detect even the most sophisticated ransomware attacks these days based on the different technologies that are in the product itself, but it also has the capability to safely recover against files that potentially may have been encrypted while we are still detecting the attack itself. And if you go to, you see in the expo, you can see in many different, or in the sessions, you're able to actually see live demonstrations of how the anti-ransomware product works. But Infinity is all about the future of cybersecurity. It's all about innovation. And within this innovation, we are adding more and more technologies all the time in relation to threat prevention. And just to give you some of the examples, so we spoke about zero phishing last year. We're talking about anti-ransomware today. And part of the products, and we didn't mention that so much, we'll mention this afternoon, we'll mention it in different sessions, we're adding more technologies. For example, we're adding more innovative technologies to sandbox download of potential malicious flash files. And we're also looking at what does it mean to protect against images that potentially may include malware in them. In a very innovative way, we can actually extract the malicious content within images and to remove the malicious content that potentially could happen while you're downloading a very, very naive looking image of a kitten or whatever it is. So maybe to summarize, what did I talk about? I talked about the cloud. I talked about what we're doing in the mobile side. I talked about threat prevention. I talked about consolidation, and that R80.10 is the foundation, is a software release that is the foundation for this new architecture. And I mentioned all these different capabilities, and I took you over this journey. There's one last thing I would like to mention with the time that I have. I would like to mention one last thing. And this thing is about what we are doing right now related to support, technical services and technical support in the same processes that we've been doing for the past 70 years. What is this technical support of the past 70 years? It was a reactive approach, meaning a customer would call us, we will do the best to provide service. Sometimes it was automatic, sometimes it was manual, but most of the times it was a manual process where we were reactive to what the customers had to say to us. A customer would call us, the customer would send us a text message, a chat, whatever it was, and we would be responsive and we'd be reactive to what the customer has to say. We're talking about the future. We're talking about the future of cybersecurity. So we think, as part of the Infinity architecture, it's the right time to also make a change in what we're doing from a technical support environment and what we're doing to provide technical services to you, our customers. And today, we would like to pioneer the new generation, a new era of providing customer support. So for that, I would like to introduce our new service. This service is called Checkpoint Pro. Checkpoint Pro is all about providing proactive service and technical service to our customers. We will be able to identify issues before they happen, and we'll be able to identify based on multiple diagnostics that I will talk about, but we will be able to identify issues before they actually occur, and before you, the customer, will pick up the phone, we'll actually be able to look and actually start and work on these specific issues proactively, not reactively. This is a significant change. We're talking about a new service that is all based on our ability to monitor security gateways all the time, 24/7, regardless of where that specific security gateway or security management is in the world. And with a lot of professional capabilities, we have the ability to diagnose what's happening with this device. Is it in a situation that we need to provide the specific care or not? And we will take the specific care and we'll deal with the specific issues and we will submit tickets on your behalf even before you actually realize that an issue is happening. Let me share with you just how it looks like. So whenever you as a customer, whoever you subscribe to this service, you will actually benefit from this new portal. And hopefully you can see in the back, but this new portal gives you a summary of the different devices that are running, and we are diagnosing and monitoring for you. It will actually give you the ability to see what service requests we opened on your behalf, on resolving issues that you didn't even notice that happened before. Again, we want to be proactive. And last but not least, we'll provide you with this diagnostic summary of your entire estate, what's happening, where are the risks from a health perspective, what are the different places that you need to take some steps. But again, the entire environment is a proactive system. We want to move to the future where we can provide you with the ability to protect your customers and focus on protecting with the best threat prevention, and we will take care of the different problems and issues that you may have before you actually realize that they happened. So Check Point Pro is available now. You can each enroll in that. Go to your user center account, subscribe to the service. It's part of any different service level that you have, standard, premium, elite. We have now new services, Standard Pro, Elite Pro, Premium Pro. You can subscribe through the user center, through the user center account, and benefit from this really, really cool new service that we have to offer you today. So to really summarize, I mentioned Check Point Infinity. Check Point Infinity is the overarching cybersecurity architecture that consolidates what we're doing in our clouds, what we're doing in the mobile, with the utmost threat prevention. This is the capabilities that we have. We spoke about many new features and capabilities, and we'll be sharing with you a lot more details in the next day and a half. Thank you very much.